Alright, what's going on, guys? Make the Tim commentary, and this time I got a Battlefront video for you all, and I just wanted to talk about a few things about Battlefront specifically, actually. And I think what they should do is add and remove some of the things from the game, fix some of the things in the game. I'm not really complaining that much. I love the game a lot. I think it's really balanced and everything. I love the game, I really do. But there's a few things I think they should fix to make it better. And one of the things I wouldn't bring up is partner spawn protection. So if you don't know, there's two different ways you can spawn. There's one you can spawn, which is a normal spawn point in your spawn or a certain area of the map. And two is your partner spawn. If he's alive, you can press Y and spawn off that person wherever they're at. And so there's no spawn protection in this game. So if you spawn directly off your partner and he's under attack, you'll be directly under attack too. So you could be alive for half a second based off your partner spawn, and you could die from a grenade immediately. So I think personally they should add 1 to 2 seconds of spawn protection just from spawning off your partner. So like if you spawn in and there's a grenade right there, you don't die immediately from it, and it's just like a waste of a life. I think they should add partner spawn protection. So I think that's something that would make a big difference in the game. I know you can spectate where your partner's at if he's alive by just going down, but I usually just press the buttons myself instead of actually looking where they're at. So I think they should add spawn protection. And the next thing is, I think the DL44 is a bit too overpowered. It's pretty much like a 2 to 3 shot gun, and if you run into that person using DL44 at close range, you're pretty much dead. I run into someone using the DL44 before. They'll have 20 health, I'll have 100. I'll put about 2 rounds of them. By the time I'm firing off my 34th to kill them, I'll be dead. And I think it's just really stupid how overpowered that gun is. That's really the only complaint I have about the guns, really, is the DL44. The next thing I want to talk about is the cooldown time. I think the cooldown time on some of these things can be a bit too long, something a bit too short. During the beta, they had 9 seconds for thermal cooldown time. Now the standard is 15 seconds, and if you upgrade it, it's 10 seconds. I upgraded it, and 10 seconds is a lot nicer. But I think the cooldown times for all the equipment and abilities you have should be completely reset after you respawn. So let's say you just used your thermal detonator before you died. I think the timer on it should reset after you respawn, instead of continuing cooling down after you respawn. I think it should just completely reset and go back to like you having another one in your inventory. I think that'd be a lot easier. I think people would enjoy that more, because I'll use my jump pack and I'll still have like 10 seconds left on the cooldown. I'll die, I'll spawn, and I'm all the way in the back of the spawn, and I have to wait 9-10 seconds for my thing to keep cooling down. I think it should just reset. I think it'd be a lot easier. Now the last thing I want to talk about was the campaign. If you have the game, the game's pretty much multiplayer based. They have a couple things that are single player. They have like the training and the missions and stuff, but they're really not that fun. I'd rather have like a campaign. So my idea for a campaign would be a DLC, and it could either be remastered from like Battlefront 2 with the 501st story, just remaster it, re-put that back in the game, or it could be remastered with a continuation of the 501st storyline. So it would be, from Hoth all the way up to Endor, and they could add some missions in between. It may go a little bit off storyline from the Star Wars series itself, but it would be a lot more fun. And you could also put in stuff that happened back in Attack of the Clones, like Geonosis and maybe a couple other things that happened. Or you could just straight up do a continuation of the 501st story, and maybe add like stuff from episode 7, 8, and 9. I mean, I know 8 and 9, they haven't even... 7's not even out yet, but 8 and 9, you probably don't know what's going to happen in those for a long time, so maybe just add what happened in the rest of episode 5 and episode 6, and then add what happened in episode 7, and maybe like a bonus Geonosis mission, all just in a DLC for the campaign. Because I saw a few people complaining about there being no campaign in the game. I think they should do a DLC for it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'd love it. I'd love to play it again. I love playing the campaign. I think maybe they should just remaster it, or maybe just to continue off. I don't know. I think they need to do one of the two, or maybe both of them. Just have like pretty much from episode 1 or episode 2 all the way up to episode 7 of it, just a long 501st storyline. I think that'd be great. Honestly, it'd be a great idea. I think it would be awesome if they made a DLC off that, for Battlefront. It'd be a really good idea. So anyway, hopefully you did enjoy. If you would like to comment down below, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, subscribe if you haven't already. This is gonna be kind of an average link. A little bit shorter than average, actually. video, and I wanted to upload as much as possible during Thanksgiving break. I didn't upload yesterday because people came over early and they spent the night and stuff, so I didn't have time to make a video. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks.